Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pro Crastinators podcast. I am the best guy ever. I'm doing what I do here on the YouTube, as you do. And we're joined today by the usual boys, Ben Saint.
More content grist for the mill.
Indeed. Gibbon Take. There he is.
I got a comic content that you can read right now. The Lord of Ghosts chapter 6 is out.
Yes.
Call me when it's been converted to anime. That is great, though. I haven't read chapter 6 yet. It's all great so far. And today we're joined by a guest, friend of the show we haven't seen in a while, but welcome him back, everybody. He's been doing great lately. FitMC.
What's going on? How you doing, guys?
There he is, the oldest Anarchy Minecraft
oldest
server in the
YouTuber
game.
In the world.
Of all time, man.
The
Good
last
to see you, man.
real YouTuber.
I think the last time we spoke might have been in the chat during RadCon 4, when I think you popped in for one or two.
Yeah, I was in one of the live streams, but I think,
Yeah.
like the last time I was on the podcast, wasn't it like 3 years ago already?
Something
It
like that. I
was-
think
Jesus
so.
Christ.
That's
Three.
crazy.
At least
know,
a year
I know.
ago. Have we even been a podcast for 3 years?
Yeah, I think we're over 3 years now.
Oh,
I believe
Christ.
so. We did the math the other day. It was the end of 2015, I think, is when we started, because it was a little bit after I started
Just
BG. And
bury me.
yeah.
2015?
I agree.
What the fuck? Help.
End of 2015,
Somebody
pretty sure.
help. Panicked. Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's right. Well, let's just say, for the record, so Fit has recently hit the legendary 1 million subscriber mark. It's pretty great.
base.
Do you?
It's pretty base.
I'm amazed. You'll still waste your time with folks like us down in the slums.
You can't forget where you came from, you know? And I always
Yeah.
had a great time hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
so.
He owes it all to the
I would say
Procrastinators
that we
podcast.
basically invented FitMC.
We invented the oldest
As a
Anarchy server
as
in
a brand.
Minecraft. Yeah.
That's right. You know, and believe it or not, I always thought, like,
Yeah.
there's no way, like, once you reach 1 million, there's no secret YouTube Illuminati. There is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah?
There totally
Is that so?
Yeah. And it's like you actually
me
get
about
to
it.
talk to actual YouTube employees. It's crazy, dude.
Oh, sure.
You know, I did discover after I hit 100,000. Now, I wasn't the first of our group to do so. Digi had long ago. But Digi's a bit of a fuck up when it comes to, I don't know, like engaging with the platform and talking to, I don't know, like the employees and whatnot to solve problems. But the second that I hit 100,000, I was like, let's get this plat going, boys. Let's get that silver shit in my room. So I just logged in to the like the contact the YouTuber help or whatever. Immediately got like connection with a person, and we like instantly sorted out like how to get the thing sent out, what form I need to fill out. Something that Digi said was like a real hassle, and he struggled with, and he couldn't figure out, or that there was like some issue in the way. My instinct is that while the tools were available, he was simply not capitalizing on them in the appropriate way. So this is another call out to you, Digi. I think you still have not gotten your silver play button, which you were certainly deserved or owed or whatever. So my experience was that as soon as you hit that, the tools did in fact open up to a degree. And I can only imagine that at the million mark, it opens up, even more so. The Illuminati is deeper and wider than we ever thought possible.
That's right. Starting to get to the inner circle, man. Like, it's crazy. All these conspiracies. Yeah. It's wild. I could go on for hours, but I don't want to bogart the podcast. So
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bogart.
Did you have you filed for your gold play button out of curiosity?
they haven't sent me the code yet. Because normally, like, after a few weeks, they'll give you a code, which they send it to you in the mail. But I haven't received it yet. But I know there's been an issue with, like, YouTube verification. Like, normally, you know, when you hit 100,000 subs, normally you get that little check mark. Well, apparently, no one's been able to get that for, like, the past, I want to say, 6 months. Like, a really popular Minecraft YouTuber, Dream, just hit 2 million subscribers, and he still doesn't have his yet. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really strange things happening at YouTube right now.
Not everybody is a digibro, and by which I mean unincompetent.
Wait, unincompetent?
It is possible he hasn't talked to the folks at Creator Support, but maybe he has, and he would just clarify.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know, Nate, I gotta say, I watched your entire lecture on One Piece, and it was phenomenal. I mean, now I talk to my friends, and I act like I've seen One Piece, but I haven't.
Right.
You never actually have to do it.
It's fantastic.
Save you the trouble.
Did you hear that, guys? Fit likes my content. Oh my god, that reminds me of, there's a reason I'm having audio glitches today, and it's because, guys, Fit said something nice about me. You know how that makes me feel? A little bit like this. Yes, I'm doing it.
Easy money!
I did it, guys! I figured out how to pipe the fucking soundboard into my Audacity, and so that everyone can hear it.
Congrats.
Oh, and it feels good. That's the real celebration. Thank you. Thank you.
I gotta get one of those.
Let me give you one of these. Dude, it's good. I got my Elgato soundboard that I've been using for a year or two. Absolutely love it. But just this very day, I have figured out how to get it for podcast so I can do things like this.
Bruh. Easy money!
Yeah.
Bazinga.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It brings me so much joy every single day of my life.
No.
Ben, tell us one of your really boring stories. Tell us a really uninteresting story of your life.
I was playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I hate this already.
And I was a little frog, and I missed the pond, and I went to a cave, and I killed a goblin, and I had some ore from a mine, and I gave
Come on.
I spent it on a wizard to make water for me because I need it to live and breathe.
Dude, Mage is on
Gotta
a
stay
podcast.
hydrated. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, guys, Mage is back.
She's such a normie.
I do, Ben. Thank you. Thank you. Did you get the water that you seek?
You're welcome.
That you were
I did.
pursuing?
I was very happy.
Give it up for Ben, everybody. Give it up for Ben's D&D story. Thank you.
God,
Thank
no,
you, Ben.
this can't be how it is from now on.
This is how it is from now on.
This is the world. You live in a post-soundboard world.
Yeah, well,
Now, what were we saying? Back to the praise of my lecture, which was great. Thank you very much, Fit. What else was I going to say about that? I did just want to take the opportunity while the lectures came up to, again, shame those people who have not released their lectures, specifically Munchie, because his is the one that I want to watch again the most, because it was so good. And you get so little Munchie content day to day.
I can't
so if you
believe
liked
it.
mine,
What is he even doing with it?
I'm just sitting on it. Just sitting on it.
he's just
Shameful.
He's doing his schoolwork. He's doing his homework. He's doing his little, you know.
He
What was
should
his
be
lecture
drawing
about?
my comic.
That's true.
And
Are you aware of this, Fit?
No.
Ben is owed art
I am-
by some of our members, and it's truly shameful.
I am
that
all
they're,
right. I realize everyone hates me. Everyone hates me now because my comic's not out, my book's not out. You know, it was the reason why is because I waited until the school year started to get them the shit, and then they all had because they're all little babies. They're all in school. They've all got homework to do. They all gotta be on Zoom or whatever and talking to their professors.
Right.
And summer vacation, babies. Summer vacation. Finally, my
One of these
6-month
days.
overdue book can be made at last. I will
How
no
exciting.
longer be a
we've got-
liar.
Oh, yeah, it's the end of May, so that's going to be like any day now that summer vacation will be upon us, right?
Unless it will be
I mean,
already
it's
started.
practically already summer. I mean, imagine you're a student in school right now.
Yeah.
Do you actually give a shit?
Oh god.
Absolutely not. Absolutely, it's got to be a true nightmare. And you have more fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? More history with this than others. I was watching your 1 million subscribers special with great fascination, Fit, where you talked about how you were an elementary school teacher when you got into Minecraft and you started playing it in college and all that good stuff. And you basically, I just want to point out for those people who don't necessarily think of this life path that you pursued a trait. You pursued a relatively stable life path of being a teacher and whatnot, doing something obviously you're interested in. And then you had a hobby that you loved and pursued independently. And then once that got to a point where it looked like that would be economically viable, then you made a transition. And when you had already developed your love for this, your skills in creating the medium of YouTube content and whatnot, and your wit and witticism, and also had developed the bald head polishing technique that really gives your videos the edge that the kids crave and they come running for.
That's right. Yeah, man.
So just want to point out to everybody, this is a very good life path to take, one that I would recommend to a lot of people. And yes, it is what I did. So you can have a little bit of bias in there, but I think it's just a good idea.
Yeah, it's the.
So looking back on it, is there anything? Do you feel perhaps any desire, like looking back on as I compare myself to some of my contemporaries online and whatnot, that you should have like dived yourself in like as soon as possible, sooner, and weaned off of your job faster to get to a career that's been so great for you and so nice and hopefully rewarding and all that. Any wishes you'd done it sooner?
Well, for me, I mean, so on June 1st, that will be 1 year I've been YouTuber full time. And I would say the timing worked out exactly the way it was supposed to, because I had a very unusual rise to YouTube fam. I mean, I went from 0 subscribers to like 80,000 in like 3 months. And that is not typical. And it just.
And I've been looking at your rise to 1 million was in the last couple months from like 300,000 or something. Insane exponential growth.
I know, and it just like, but that first initial explosive growth, I didn't know how to maintain an audience, so I needed to spend a few years in algorithm hell to really learn how to be a YouTuber. So I mean, the timing, it just kind of worked out perfectly, I would say, you know?
I'm still figuring it out myself. I'll hopefully one of these days it'll work out for me. But interesting. You say you'll be like 1 year officially being a full-time YouTuber on June 1st. My anniversary of being a YouTuber full-time will be on July 1st, exactly 1 month later.
Hey,
isn't that fun?
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't die of starvation.
I mean,
see how it goes.
The most important thing to do in the YouTube, I think, is to
fucking do it. Shit.
Sorry, just my inner thoughts coming out.
You know,
Sorry,
you're a piece of work. You are.
Maybe.
I was just gonna rib you for not uploading videos. You're taking a real long time on that Final Fantasy lecture.
Okay,
not
totally
lecture.
understandable.
Thing.
Actual video.
Remake.
Right.
Oh,
You're not wrong.
Where's the video, Nate?
I can't wait
Oh, boy.
to hear your thoughts
boy.
on this, Nate. I cannot wait.
I won't spoil it for you if you haven't heard my rantings thus far. I'll keep it completely out of this episode. I'll let you guess, and then one day you can see when the video does come out. Hopefully, the world will, just accept the argument for the points that are being presented there without bringing in any too much baggage of things I've said elsewhere. Yeah. What do you feel, Fit? Have you played it? Any investment in the series at all?
So, well,
Anything?
I watched, since I don't own a PlayStation, I watched a full playthrough of the remake. And I'm afraid to say my thoughts on it because I know it's just going to piss you off, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
I'm a fucking consumer. I fucking loved it. Nomura's a fucking genius, man.
I've got to say, this the approach of just not playing this movie game and just watching it on YouTube, that's really the perfect experience. That's the best way to consume any video game, I would say. I mean, I feel like I've played 2B2T more than anyone because I just leave the videos on autoplay in the background and just am passively gaining the EXP of a real gamer. So frankly, I think I'm probably more of a Minecraft veteran than you could ever hope to be because I have 10 screens going at once all the time and I'm absorbing the information. Gameplay was a fun footnote in history. It's time to just devote ourselves to movie games and let's just cut out this wasteful middleman of actually playing video games.
Gaming via osmosis, man.
That's right. That's the future.
I've been playing Minecraft recently, like on just some server, and I've been grinding away. I've made like a castle on the sea, and I've been making a moat in the ocean. Of the sea, like it goes the sea and then it goes down as a moat of the. Yeah, it's very cool, very epic. But it's really time consuming because I have to like put dirt under the water, then fill it with sand, and then delete the sand. And I'm just realizing that nobody comes to this part of the map. It's not a very populated server. And I'm like, why am I gaming right now? What am I really getting out of this?
Why? That's a great question.
If I was watching somebody just like do a speed build of this, it would be like, oh, cool. But I'm doing it, and I don't like that.
I have
I feel you.
Very foggy memory last night of trying to log into Pixelmon. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't type the password I couldn't write my name.
Like your Minecraft password?
Yes, I think the last thing I remember before blacking out was just trying and failing to type my password into the Minecraft login screen. I couldn't manage it. I wasn't up to the task. No, there's a new version. It said you need 7.2.2, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I struggled mightily to obtain 7.2.2. Didn't manage it. Couldn't do it.
It's pretty simple.
Gave up.
Had you committed yourself to the drink?
And now I'm
this
hungover.
Evening, perhaps?
And now my guts hurt. And my head hurts. And so your soundboard is really doing me a lot of favors today. I'm really loving it. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, that feels good.
The point is, I can't play Minecraft. It's impossible. It's the hardest game ever made because logging in is just impossible. You
can't get over that initial hurdle.
The skill floor is just too high.
Right.
Ugh.
Hey, I have been playing just a little bit. There's exciting news in the world of a little game known as Good Minecraft, aka Terraria, which just had its final update yesterday. Time of this recording, Journey's End. I played it for like an hour or two just to get the usual building stuff done, make a house for the guide, and dig a little bit of a mine and stuff, get a couple of iron weapons.
Me and Munchie have to I think we have to rebuild Slime Base in the new game or something. I don't know. I think we're gonna
rebuild it.
Right.
Does the old map not work?
I don't know. He said
there's been a lot of changes.
He said something about how we would need to redo. I assume we're just going to transport the old map and maybe something changed about it. I don't know. I haven't seen the new updates.
Man.
Is that the name of the world slime base or just like your,
no? We built
town?
we built a nice little slime cove, a nice little bubble in the ground. It's full of.
Is there a name for the server? Does it have a specific name?
I think it might just be called RFCK.
RFCK, oldest Anarchy server in Terraria.
It's not a public server.
Endless War is the oldest Anarchy server in Discord.
In Discord?
It is. It's true.
That's true.
I would say, we've said a bunch of times, Fit, that what Endless War. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with Endless War, RFCK? All this war shit. Okay. Well, it's a
Sell 'em, Ben.
It's a disc. Well, me and Munchie and some other people made it. It's a Discord server, but it's a game. It's like an RPG, and it's for cool kids who love slime. And it is what it needs. It has lore. It has it has existed for 2 years. It has a rich and storied history of legendary events committed
absolutely true
by the player base. And what it needs is videos like what you make. About 2B2T. It needs that kind of narrative, take the events that happened, construct them into a narrative, make a video about it so anyone can be like, oh, I get it. Oh, so that's what happened. Oh, so that's why, this character or that user is famous for whatever. That's what the meme is all about.
That kind of lore, at least from my opinion, is kind of the main draw of RFCK in general. That's the real attachment that I feel to it. Of course, I've enjoyed the game.
We made there's another lecture. I don't know if you've seen it. There's another lecture on the lecture playlist that is me and Munchie doing an RFCK lore lecture, and it brought a big influx of new players now who all threw money at the Kickstarter and stuff. It was great. It was great.
I was gonna say, Fit, if you had to quantify any kind of guess as to how much the popularity of 2B2T you think has increased, specifically due to your work on YouTube and whatnot. I mean, I know I first heard of it due to your videos.
I would say I was probably the primary catalyst for new people coming in for a while, but now there's actually a Russian invasion going on where a bunch of Russian YouTubers have been making videos and they're getting millions of views. I used to be able to log into 2B2T at 5 in and get right in. But now, at 5 a.m., I have
fucking Russians.
I gotta wait 20 minutes, man. It's bullshit. We're gonna have another Cold War, dude, and it's gonna be in Minecraft. Okay?
Is the server just that? Is it just that clogged with traffic?
Yeah, and it's
because that's when they would all be logging in because that's their
gotcha.
Fifth vodka shot of the daytime.
Yeah, they're squatting at their Dell laptops and just going crazy. But
what are they doing? Are they just fucking around, or
yeah, they're just walking around,
just
fucking falling into holes. It's
like you do in Minecraft.
Those pesky Ruskies.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Rushing a hole and watch him fall in. That's the way it goes.
Tear down the Minecraft wall.
But what I've been doing recently is I've been trying to like sort of diversify my content a little bit, and I've been just talking about broader Minecraft topics. Like I did a video about this server called the Uncensored Library, and it was a Minecraft server for news articles from countries without freedom of press.
Fascinating.
It was really crazy shit. Yeah. So like there's a lot of there's so many communities in Minecraft because it's the best-selling video game of all time. I mean, you've got the PvP community. You've got the Shrek erotic roleplay community. You've got all these communities. And that's real, by the way. I wish I was joking.
Yeah, I believe it.
It's ridiculous, man.
I think you'll find a few members in this very call, Fit.
Bazinga.
God damn it. Jesus.
Every joke is now a double joke. You just hit it with one of these when you're done.
I will eat your ass.
This should not be as funny as it is to you.
so much. I know I love my son more
He's
than
like
anyone.
a pig in shit.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Okay, enough.
Call the comedy police. All right, I'm ready. Cart me away.
I hate him.
Okay, all right.
What were we talking about?
I don't
Something
remember.
about Minecraft. Shrek erotic
Here's another
roleplay?
Minecraft thing. My brother, the infamous coder of Run Away from Snakes, the video game.
Not the winner of the most recent PCP Royal Rumble, which is the Sound Samurai, a.k.a. HGB guy.
Yes.
But your younger brother. Right.
Yeah, my youngest brother. The Chuz has been off and on. He's a coder boy. He likes doing coding, and he's recently got really into a coding and Minecraft server with unique things in it. And he's looking to like spread it around. I just wanted to take a little minute to explain how cool this is, because it started out like this one mini game called Rabbit Catching, where there are multiple different maps, and you go to this area, you teleport to this map, and you and whoever else is playing has to try and find all the rabbits and click them or stand on them, and you get points, and it's a fun little game like that. And as a reward, you get like bunches of blocks, and then you would go to Builder's Island and then build stuff. And so it was like a different way to play Minecraft rather than doing survival stuff. And over time, he has built so many great mini games, like with really rich, I don't know, I can't think of the words. It's like really in depth. Well, there's this one mini game which is a King of the Hill TF2 like slime RFCK Endless War thing, where you choose pink team or purple team, and you kill each other and you collect slime in an arena.
Wait, what?
And
what's this? Where's this?
It's a server that my brother's working on. I can send you a link.
Us royalties.
Yeah,
we
I'm
own
interested.
slime. We own pink and purple.
No. I told him it was okay, so it's fine.
You. All right. Well, you PayPal me.
You can pay the price. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay you in slime.
Okay.
But yeah, there's that. There's this pirate world, which is my favorite. Basically, you get on this little boat, and you whack this bell that's on the boat, and suddenly you are in control of this player-owned boat, and you have like a golden rod that is a navigation rod. You right-click the navigation rod, and your boat teleports in that direction. And essentially, that means you have a pirate ship, and you can sail around, and like occasionally there's like random treasure chests appear, like buried treasure. And if you have a compass, it'll point to the treasure. You go collect the treasure. There'll be like blueprints sometimes in the treasure chest. You could take the blueprints to like the pirate island in the middle of the map, and you can change that in for like making your ship bigger. And it's like a real pirate game. It's really cool. I'm really proud of his like work ethic.
How is this possible?
How
is
through
this done?
lots of Minecraft coding and programming and smarts, and it's really cool. And he needs more people to play on it so that it feels like it's worth his time. Because at the moment he's just got a few friends and me, so I'm just shouting that out.
That's a little bit like, Fit, you probably haven't heard about this, but we, in fact, have our own PCP Minecraft server that we have a Patreon for to sustain the livelihood of. And we've got like 2 admins who we just brought on to work on it regularly. And they're constantly expanding and making like more features and stuff. We're having a Pokemon tournament. It's a Pixelmon server primarily right now on the 20th that if you want to stop by, you should come check it out. It's going to be at like 3 p.m. We're all just going to be fighting Pokemon boys in the server. So I don't know. The invitation.
What version?
Come hang out sometime. Oh, I should know that offhand. I don't remember. Generally newer ones though. Generally more recent ones. I can get you that later though.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah. Sure. We got a lot of dope stuff. And one of the things that they're building, there's a bunch of ideas for like unique stuff that we plan to do in the server. It's generally Pokemon themed, since that's overall the point of the server in general that we're thinking of expanding. But one of the things that our boy Marinpan, one of our admins, is working on is like, hey, you like the One Piece lecture, right? Well, Marinpan is working right now on a like large scale recreation of the Grand Line from One Piece. Converted to like a Pixelmon progression system where you go from island to island. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like on it's surrounded by borders that function like the calm belt that prevent you from entering any place except from the beginning of this area. And you start on like, I don't know, like the Twin Capes or whatever it is. What was the first one? What's the big cactus? Whiskey Peak. I don't know, whatever island it is. I think they're just using the ones they visit in One Piece. And you're gonna go and like fight trainers there, and in some way that's still being worked out, progress from island to island, going through the Red Line, or through the Grand Line, until you get to the end where there will be something.
That's
and
unbelievable.
We're still working it out, but
the theory is sound. I haven't even fought my way to the top of Endless War yet.
Neither have I.
That's how much of a baby I am.
I just haven't spent the time grinding up a team or anything. Though I do have an
only
Arceus
I could just type my password into the freaking login screen.
It would be all uphill from there. But anyway, that's just one of the things that we're working on. Just the other day, and I think we're going to use this for the tournament, our boys built like a new stadium, like a Japanese themed tournament stadium, where we're going to have like most of the battling for the tournament or something. I don't know. It's just a great time. Those guys are killing it. Patreon.com/PCBMinecraft. Only $5 a month. Come play with us. Oh, and it's free. Oh, okay. It was free, but when you hear this episode, it will no longer be open to the public for like that 5-day event or whatever. But there will be more of those coming. We're planning to do more, like every month or something, just to give people a chance to play.
My brother's Minecraft server, I linked the thing there, so that's the IP. That's free forever.
Word.
Just play the game. It's fun. Just hop in. He's recently made a Resident Evil survival horror PvP thing where like everyone goes into this spooky house, and then everybody gets like the blindness effect except for one person who gets like a pumpkin on their head and a scythe, and they have to kill everyone, and he's invincible. And it's like,
that's pretty good, right?
It is
like
pretty
it.
good. So it's
I didn't
really
know you
cool.
Could do things like this.
It's basically, he's not using any pre-existing mods. He's coding all of this himself. He's having ideas and he's just doing it. And he's just like really into that. And I'm like, I want people to play it so that all of this time is not wasted.
That is way cool. And I love it. I was going to say that in my recent experiences exploring the depths of various games, specifically like Final Fantasy VII, I talked about this on my stream the other day. So hopefully, I don't know, most people haven't heard it. But as I was digging into just a bunch of features about the game, I noticed one interesting feature when I first started up, like the PC version of FF7, which was the easiest to get my hands on. I noticed, first of all, that the music was like horribly wrong. And they're like, what is going on here? And you do a bunch of digging, and it turns out that first of all, FF7 was a buggy mess that has notoriously been very hard for Square Enix to make updated versions of, just for ports to other systems and stuff. So there's actually an extensive history of all the problems with the re-releases and whatnot. Probably the biggest one being that the soundtrack is different and weird and sucks. on like all versions except like the original version. So, of course, what I do is I turn to the heroes in the modding community to just save me from this awful music. So, boom, use a mod and get the correct soundtrack in there. Thank God. Thank God. Now it isn't terrible bullshit anymore. But beyond that, there's like the next issue that I've been like looking into, and I'm definitely going to touch on this at least a little bit in my my FF7 remake video and stuff. But to say it in a little more detail here, because I won't have an opportunity in that context, it's that in the remakes of FF7, or rather the remasters, the re-releases and stuff, characters in the field model, they're Lego models, they have visible mouths. And they did not in the original.
Yeah.
I saw.
You know what I'm talking about?
Did you link the video that was like comparing all the different versions, or did I just find that somewhere?
That is a popular video that's making the rounds.
Yeah, I saw a video that's comparing all the different re-releases, like the PC version, the PS.
Yeah.
Those mouths look so bad. Like it's insane.
Yeah, the first version I played
like
was the PC Steam version. I saw the mouths and I was like, okay, that like at first I was like, is that part of the thing? But then I saw like it was just in scenes that were very inappropriate the way they look.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it's a glitchy thing. I'm playing a different version of the game. So I sort
I'll
of
have to
ignored
link
it.
my tweet.
But it was still kind of like it sucks.
Oh my God!
If I had known that, like when you oh, sorry, were you saying something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't believe I haven't told you this, Nate. The first time I ever played Final Fantasy VII was when the drummer of the Plain White Tees was babysitting me when I was a kid.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a long
cool.
time ago, my cousin dated the drummer from the Plain White Tees because my cousin's a lot older than me. And they were babysitting me one night, and he's like, "Hey, little kid, check out this game, Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation." I was like, "What the?" And like, they didn't have a memory card, so I could only play through like the Midgar section. Like, and I loved it, man. But like, that's one of those.
I mean, it's good shit, man. It's no argument here.
It's one of those stories where I tell people they don't believe me. That's it's just one of those weird stories.
That is a weird story, but hey, sometimes weird stories are true.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at this Owen Wilson looking motherfucker.
They did Hey There, Delilah?
Yeah, they're the ones. Yep.
That's oh my God, you're right. Is it Delilah? Delilah babysitting.
Look at this
That's
light.
amazing.
Look at this light Yagami looking ass. Look at this. Look at this Two-Face guy. Who's the guy who played Two-Face?
Aaron something.
Sure.
Who I love.
He looks like all those three people that I just mentioned.
Go watch Thank You for Smoking.
Yes.
Great movie.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in 2B2T?
What's it like in Midgar? I was playing FF7 with my new best friend FitMC, the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft.
Beautiful.
Thank you. What was I saying about that? Oh, right. So if I had known, Gib, at that time, that like the version you were playing of FF7, like on the Steam release or whatever, had like this glitch, which I didn't know existed, I would have screamed and cried like a pussy baby about how, no, you need to play the real version. You're playing the shitty piece of shit. And
I couldn't find, like, I went to my local game store that still existed at the time. I mean, they still exist, but they don't have, like, old games anymore. And I found Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy 8 and 9. I thought, they're really cheap for some reason. I'll get those.
That's good.
But I couldn't find 7. So I was like, whatever, Steam's fine.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know. I don't blame you at all.
Look at these crisp
I'm playing
models.
the Steam one right now.
Look at these fucking crisp polygons. Why are they so shit? Why did we ever move past CRTs?
I feel you.
We
I know
don't
what you're
need
saying.
any more bits than 32. Everyone beyond that is a waste and a crime.
Dude, it is fascinating. I had my mom send me the PlayStation 1 and like some of the games just to fuck around with, and like the memory card is 32 bits. Meanwhile, I just purchased for like to transfer files from my PS4 or whatever. I needed a micro SD card, like I think it was like a 256 bit in a little micro SD, and I'm like micro XD over here, bro. This is like crazy.
Wow.
The technology.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's incredible.
Yeah. It really do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, man.
But on this model thing, I looked into it, and I was gonna play the Steam version. I still am playing it and stuff. The sound thing, intolerable. Oh, you probably played with like the shitty soundtrack too, Gib. Oh, I'm crying. I'm crying inside.
I do vaguely recall like a weird sound thing, and I think I may have got a mod to fix it.
Okay, that would be a
like,
godsend.
if it was like, if you had seen it, heard it, and it was like painful, I feel like I did something about that.
Well, that's great. I mean, to be fair, it's not like it's literally like broken and fractured. I mean, I'm aware. I've been listening to that soundtrack for like decades, and it's like my favorite. When I was a kid, I didn't listen to albums. I listened to the soundtrack of Final Fantasy games. So those are a little bit stuck in my brain.
Yeah, I do remember because I downloaded the soundtrack, and it sounded the same as I remember it from the game. So yeah.
Okay, great. That's fantastic.
Oh my god. I just want to say,
yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not alone. I used to feel like, am I the only one that listens to video game soundtracks? Like when I was growing up, and like, cause I fucking loved them, man.
I used to burn Final Fantasy soundtracks to CDs to play in my Walkman CD player so that I could have them on the go and listen to the main theme of Final Fantasy VII whenever I damn well pleased. And it was great.
I had my MP3 player, which I still own, and it's filled with like the entire Okami soundtrack and things like that.
Fucking, let me
Just
give you
like,
one of these. This is you.
I wish that were me.
Man, all this remake talk, I played through the original like all the way once I got a little older, like I was in high school, and I just hope they keep Sid smoking in the remake.
Ooh, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that I fear.
He lights the fucking dynamite with his cigarette for his limit break.
He sure does, buddy. He sure does.
I mean,
wait,
it's not a game for
cool
babies.
still.
They wouldn't take the cigarette out.
Well, I certainly hope not. But if they do, I will scream and cry like a little baby.
That would be
which
extreme.
I am. I will wet my diaper.
The game has guns in it. It has guns, so it has to have cigarettes as well.
Imagine if they had the guns, but with the orange plastic tips on the end.
You know, I noticed that'd be simply epic, dude. I mean, for example, I believe Heidegger, but definitely President Shinra, has a big honkin' cigar. But he's evil. So it's like,
oh, yeah.
That's okay.
The heroes
but
can't
Sid,
smoke, because winners don't do drugs.
That absolutely right. But hey, forget the smoke and the cigarette. Will Sid still be a literal wife beater or a girlfriend beater? Because if they don't keep that, I mean, I'm just gonna say this is no longer our guy. This is not the man
isn't she
that
like
I fell
his
in love
assistant?
with.
She's his girlfriend too.
There's a specific line in the original where they say
because it's okay to beat your assistant. It's not okay to beat your girlfriend. If you start dating her, you have to stop beating her.
It's great. There's a line at the end, or when you first meet him or something, where I think Tifa says like, "Oh, it's weird that you treat your wife like that," and he's like, "Oh God, my fucking wife! I'm gonna fucking puke! I would never marry like a disgusting fucking piece of shit like her."
Man, base.
So based. So
based.
fucking based.
That sounds more tsundere than sincere.
No, he really hated.
It's not
Shara,
like I hit you because I like
dreams.
you or anything.
He hit her because he really hated her and resented her on a deep level.
Amazing.
Which is somewhat understandable. A hot take, Shara was 100% in the wrong. She should have known. She was trying to saddle Sid with the baggage of having murdered his assistant to go to space. No,
wait,
that's not. That wouldn't work.
Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. Didn't she find out like the ship was gonna blow up if it took off, and so she was trying to like save Sid, and that's kind of his whole character arc?
You're absolutely right. It's just in the full series of events is like, yes, Sid was downplaying like some issue that could and probably would have like killed him when trying to launch the rocket. It would have been like some coolant was leaking. It was like a serious problem. Some of that Star Trek technobabble technical issue. Okay, sure, fine, true. And Shira was like, I need to fix this because I want the launch to go off without a hitch. But her quote-unquote solution was to put herself like in the cargo bay or whatever to be fixing the problem, which was going to be like flooded with radiation or space rays or something, and she was going to die in there. And when Sid says, "Oh, hey, I'm about to take off. You're going to die if you're in that room," Shira says, "Just do it. Like, that's fine. I will die." And I'm just saying, she should have known that no person is just going to say, "Sure, yes, I will just kill you to achieve my dream."
Shouldn't she have just, like, not been in there? I don't... You know what? The more I'm thinking about it, the less sense this makes. Why didn't she fix it?
It's a very anime
sooner?
situation.
Why didn't they just put the launch off? Why didn't they launch like the next day?
That's exactly. I think the general idea was like Shinra was getting frustrated. The project was going to get canceled soon if they didn't have results, and also like Sid was not listening to Shira. He was like blowing her off and dismissing her as, you know, because he's the captain. Blah blah blah. I want to go do the space stuff, and I don't want to delay this anymore because there's financial issues. Shinra's backing us, etc. etc. So like they concocted a situation. It was rough
Sounds
stuff.
like maybe Final Fantasy VII, bad game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hard agree. Got to agree.
Hate to say it.
I feel like they'll have an easier time getting cigarettes in Final Fantasy because it's a video game. It's not like a movie. Like, dude, do you know how strict they are with movies? Like, if you put a cigarette in a movie, automatic R rating. Automatic.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That can't be true.
So if you have ever seen that movie about Walt Disney, you see him.
One of Tom Hanks.
Yeah, you see him put out something, and they don't show what it is, but it's a cigarette because Disney was a huge smoker, but they can't show Disney smoking, or else the family-friendly film gets an R rating. So they had to be super clever about how they did it.
Jesus.
Fascinating.
Jeez.
You know, you can see the logic behind it, but it does seem a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Anyway, to make my final point here about this, I was looking into this mod situation to like fix the music, and then when I noticed in the PC version, the first thing I saw was like, oh my god, Biggs' mouth and Wedge and Jesse are like horrible. Barrett and Cloud look fine or whatever. But then I was like looking online, or I remember that video that puts the details together or something, where you see that Sephiroth's mouth is just like agape. Like, Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, I can somewhat understand, but Sephiroth is like the most important character outside of like literally Cloud, or maybe your main cast or something. So they really should have fixed that. Luckily for me, there were 2 mods available online that people had made to fix this issue. One simply disabled all mouths to make it like the original, and that's okay. That's acceptable. You could see that one working. But I did find that like, because now everything is so much more high resolution, it kind of feels a little bit weirder. So instead, I found another mod that just adds like better looking mouths to all the models to make them look better. So like Sephiroth no longer has his horrible gaping O mouth or whatever. And it's funny to think that like, I don't know, I kind of feel like the mod solution in this particular instance is the most appropriate one in keeping with like the spirit of the original. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Since like fidelity has increased just due to time marching onward and everything looks so much more polished, it's almost kind of weird now to not have mouths. But so you have to turn to the modding community for the solution to this particular issue. And I don't know, maybe this is obvious to people who are experienced modders. I haven't really done too much of it. Messed around with like Sekiro, and I just installed the Cinders mod for Dark Souls 3 that my boy Limit Breakers just advertised in one of his big old beautiful videos that you guys should all watch if you at all give a shit about Dark Souls content or just, you know, good videos, which he always makes. Anyway, they made like a cool mod.
I feel like his videos are too good.
Yeah. They are too good. They definitely are too good. And I don't know how or why he is, 1, able to make them that good, and 2, finds the will to put in the kind of effort to make them as amazingly good as they are. Because I would love to get a behind-the-scenes scoop on like how he makes his videos, because it must involve a complicated series of like installing the mods he needs to make the particular like camera work and stuff happen. Like, in some way, either green screening or like magically cropping to like an amazingly competent degree the models out of like things to do as like superimposing animations and attacks and stuff for like his various pans and fades and combining different footage of different stuff. I don't know. He's one of the most amazing editors in the game, in my mind, and I love his style. So let's be best friends, Limit Breakers. I think you're the coolest guy. And his whole channel is Final Fantasy VII themed, so he's a good guy in my book. Anyway, mods are cool. Love to sip, and you're welcome for fixing your shitty work, Square Enix. I have found solutions that the community has found to improve your bad work. Oh, you know what? Last interesting thing I found on that was just that I was looking around at different versions. I noticed that the Switch version, which is like the most recent port that exists anywhere, I think, their solution to this horrible mouth problem was like, okay, some mouths work, like Cloud and Tifa and Barrett. They look perfectly fine most of the time. But like Sephiroth has the big O in the PC, so what do we do? They simply keep mouths for some characters like Cloud and Tifa, etc., and they just like turn them off for other characters. So now it's like a new thing where just some characters have mouths and others don't have broken mouths. They just have no mouths. And that's weird and doesn't seem quite right anyway. Anyway, mods are great. They're the heroes we need in this world to save us from this hellscape of imperfect mod work or imperfect developer remasters and whatnot. So thank you, boys and girls out there, for all your hard work. Right. I love mods.
Right. Okay. Yep. So this week, I made gummy worms.
Oh, I saw
my tweet.
You made them?
About that.
I missed it. I'll have to go look.
It's so... No, listen. I said this on Twitter. I spent like hundreds of dollars buying weird shit.
The
key to the perfect gummy worm, the perfect keto gummy worm, is isomalto oligosaccharides, aka soluble tapioca starch. It is a miracle ingredient, but they're out. I bought one jug of it, and I made the perfect gummy worm. I perfected the formula, and then I said, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. And then I went back, and the manufacturer's like, "No, we're out. No, we don't make it anymore. No, that
like
syrup,
permanently, or
it's gone. I don't know. I need it back. Listen. I've been like a mad scientist. All my roommates keep seeing me like making weird goop in the kitchen, just cooking up some gels and jellies and slime, and but you know what? They can't argue with the results. They can't argue the fact that this is not some Jello horseshit. This is not some bullshit. This is candy like you'd buy in a plastic bag on your corner store. I've even got the crystals. I've even got the stuff, you eat like a sour gummy and it's got the crystally stuff on the outside. Yeah. I've got that stuff. I made those. You know what it is? It's
incredible.
It's pure malic acid. I have big bags of pure crystallized acid that I eat now. You can just eat it raw. You can just eat a spoonful of it if you want.
Is it good? Do you enjoy it?
Well, I wouldn't enjoy that much, but you can just tap your finger on it. You can just coat your finger on it and lick it off your finger. And it's actually kind of nice. It tastes, I mean, it's very sour, but it's very pleasant. It's a nice little...
I'm looking at your work here. It looks good. Did you get worm molds to do this specifically?
So many. I made like hundreds of them, and I ate all of them. And these were the last 3 that I had left to take a picture. I was like, I have to save these to take a picture with.
Yes, that was wise. That was wisely done. But you've got the recipe now. You have the secrets.
I've got the recipe, but there's like an X factor. There's an X factor, and that is xanthan gum. Because when I add xanthan gum, strange and mysterious things happen. Sometimes it like doesn't change the outcome at all. Other times, the same amount will make it like super thick, like taffy. Like there was one time when I couldn't even pour it into the molds because it was too sticky. I just had to like take a big glob of it and glob it onto the mold and just kind of rest it on top of the molds. And some of it sort of went into the molds, and then I had to just peel the entire lump off and sort of cut the worms out of it. And it was so rubbery. But it was delicious. It was just a taffy mass. And I think maybe because I let someone else whisk it that time, who's stronger than me because I'm a weak boy, I think maybe he just whisked it really hard and it stretched it like taffy and it gave it that consistency.
Interesting.
Anyway, this has been what I've been doing this week. This has been my project. I succeeded. I am a miracle worker. Eat shit. Everyone, fuck you. You'll never make a gummy worm like me.
Fascinating. You've got me beat.
Yeah.
You've got me beat.
I don't know.
I am impressed. And I see that you say here that you've invested hundreds of dollars on all your tinctures and recipes.
That's
commitment.
The isomalto oligosaccharides are pretty expensive. Maybe.
Yeah, how are you supposed to mass produce these for so cheap? I guess is it really just like a quantity makes it worth it?
Possibly.
Well, I mean, this is like because if I were just doing like regular gummies with sugar, with like sugar and gelatin, like non-keto, they would be much cheaper.
Oh,
to
of
make.
course.
Yeah. Right.
Like these, I was going broke, bankrupting myself, buying this brand at Whole Foods called Smart Sweets. And I was like, I can't spend $4 a bag on these. I'll be dead. I will die soon.
I'll have to spend hundreds of dollars instead.
The obvious solution.
But I just looked at the ingredient list and I was like, a lot of weird shit I don't understand on here. So I went on Amazon and on like netrition.com where you can buy just bulk food chemicals, and I bought bags of shit.
But they ran out after a while.
I don't know why. Where did it go? Why do they not sell it anymore? And it's not just them. Like every distributor I was finding that sold from this, I think this brand, this Fiber Yum is what the brand is called. I think they just like died or like stopped existing or decided like this product wasn't profitable anymore, because that is the only brand of it that I can find anywhere, and it disappeared and was made unavailable on every like retailer.
Shit, man. I don't
what
know.
a life.
Maybe it's these tough economic times.
I might be able to get a powdered kind. We will see.
Well, God bless.
We will
and
see.
Godspeed.
Yes. Thank you.
This has been Ben's Gummy Time.
Please clap.
Thank you. I'm honored.
It feels good.
One day.
Also, Ben, to his gummy worms.
I will eat your ass.
I will let you taste them one day. One day.
Oh yeah, I would love to. I would love to.
This is gonna be my thing. Whenever I have guests over, I'm gonna be like, all right, welcome to my house. Here's gummy worms. I made them myself.
Yeah.
They're
I was gonna say.
Have these gummy worms, and then you eat them, and it's like, haha, you're keto now.
Lol, got him. I was gonna say that there's probably some potential to like selling these, since you have such labors to make them, if people could like them. But it is food, so maybe that's like
I think I might
know.
like get like custom molds made and make like RFCK gummies.
You could definitely do it.
I could make like Slime Corp gummies. I could make
That'd be awesome.
I could just make slime. I could just make a big bag of like just make podrins. I don't know. Make them real sour. Make them real sour, green.
That's all super cool. I love it.
I think that'd be pretty fun. And
now that you've devised the alchemical circle necessary to summon them from hell, the possibilities are endless.
It would probably
much like the war.
Selling them such a thing would probably be really hard. I would probably have to get like licenses. I'd probably have to get my kitchen surveyed by the FDA, which like it certainly wouldn't pass because it's filthy.
Right.
But whatever.
Perfect environment for worms to grow. A filthy
delicious. Well, that's it. That's my gummy story.
I will eat your ass.
You're welcome.
Good. I look forward to trying some one day when I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah, or maybe you could sell them at the next RadCon.
Or give them away for free, much like our
put them
our
in
pins, the PC pennies.
Could we get away with making them like backer rewards?
I don't know.
Food
would they be
seems
perishable?
like.
I mean,
I think the only way to do it would probably be to give them away for free, because I think if you charge for them, you open yourself up to like some kind of.
I wonder if like
scrutiny.
if like Kickstarter would be like, please don't make your backer rewards like food. Like please don't send food in the mail.
Yeah.
we will be liable.
Fucking what was it? The drill
cool, though.
Andrew Hussey, Casey
Yeah, those guys.
Collaboration, like Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff book came with a backer reward, which is you get hot sauce. You get a bottle of hot sauce. I didn't get that one because I didn't want hot sauce. I thought maybe that would be sketchy, but apparently people had it.
Was it
not bad?
They said it was food.
Was it? Did it?
I'll believe it.
Did they just bottle it themselves? Did it come with like a nutrition information and like labeled for retail sale and whatever?
I don't know. I think it may have been just a funny meme bottle with like, lol, it's food, it's sauce. Let me look this up.
Well, that is dope. Because
we've
maybe there's the possibility.
We've talked about me and Munchie talked about making fuck energy.
Yeah.
But like, and I looked a little bit into like how you would do it. Like you there are machines that you use to do like the canning. They're very expensive, obviously, and like I assume they would. I can't when I consider what it must take to like get your shit approved and like get them onto like store shelves. It would probably take years. I wouldn't be surprised if it would take years.
All right, here's the bottle. I think this is the entire label. It says, for the high rollers out there, exclusive, premium, gourmet barbecue sauce, sweet brown and hella juicy.
Yeah.
Dinner flavored sauce.
Dinner flavored sauce looks normal.
Looks normal.
Ingredients, it is 100% sauce.
I want some.
I would use that. I would definitely use that. Maybe because it's not considered like intended. You probably put a thing like not intended to be consumed, like not a nutritional supplement or, you know, some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe something like that would get you past the guards. Either way, this sounds awesome, and I want them all in my mouth and stomach. It sounds.
I should have backed the friggin' book. I didn't have any money at the time.
Yeah, I still want it.
I've got my fidget spinner from it.
Hey,
Hear that?
Bazinga.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Bruh.
Bruh, bass.
Bruh.
Yes, all good things.
You know what RadCon needs though, guys?
What's that?
You know how when I was popping in the live stream, I was like, we need a Royal Rumble? I wasn't talking about your normal Royal Rumble. We need an actual fucking Royal Rumble at RadCon with a wrestling ring. I want Munchie to put me through a table. Like, let's make it happen.
We've got boys with some wrestling experience, but by that I mean Jesse. That time he jumped on a table and broke it.
Was
that video?
Was that in Plebe and the Weeb?
Yeah.
Did that get released?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's the Redcon 2 Plebe and Weeb stuff. I think that was the last episode.
It's the last episode where they trashed everything and
the sword fight.
It was very confusing.
And
you were there.
I wasn't there. I think somebody broke a sword. Who broke the sword?
I don't know.
It's been a while. I forget
like
which of the Plebe and the Weeb content got released, and like I feel like some of it like never got out or like was still like premium content or something.
I think it was all released.
Okay.
I think you might be thinking of like the whole Blu-ray debacle about how they. Oh, and there was a second season promised that was not filmed, or like I think they tried and it got like the footage didn't work or something. There were issues.
Right.
So one day, hopefully, we'll see that happen. But don't hold your breath, boys and girls.
I do remember Jesse going through the table. He did it like twice, right? Because he's like, "Oh, the first one wasn't good. I have to jump through the table again." It looked like it really hurt. He seemed to be in like very great pain afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta like deaden your nerves to be able to endure such blows.
Listen, I am weak. If we do a live Royal Rumble, we'd have to build it. We'd have to build a platform. I will get in there. I will cower. I will go down in one punch. I will pratfall. I will, Sure. But I'll make it funny. Like I'll be like a joke character. I'll be like the joke wrestler who goes in there just to
I don't know
take
whether you're aware, but Jerma, who was the original Royal Rumble with stupid characters guy, already has done a live action Royal Rumble where he and a bunch of people act out him and all of his stupid characters beating the shit out of each other on a real wrestling ring. And it was really funny, but obviously extremely difficult and expensive to make.
Let me see what kind of venue they're in here.
It's technically doable. I mean, we would need a lot.
Okay, they got a whole facility. Yeah. I mean,
and a
this
whole
is the
bunch
sort
of people
thing,
to do it.
This is the sort of thing that we could make a stretch goal on a Kickstarter for Radcon 5 or something, but it would be like in of itself. This would be like, I don't know, like a 5-10K kind of price point to rent out a venue, get all the costumes, get like the production stuff up.
I don't know.
Doable.
Big productions. Doable. Let's just tone it down. Let's just do a street fight. We'll buy some knives. We'll kill each other.
Now that's something I'm down for. I would love to do that. There's only 6 of us though, so maybe we need guests to come in. We got to get Fit flying.
Yeah, we got to get all of the guests and all of the voice jail people.
Ooh, for the villains and heroes. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's get Fuck Diebuster in there so I can fucking kill Diebuster. Fuck Diebuster. That sounds great. Oh, speaking of physical activity and whatnot, Fit, maybe you didn't see this, but when I was in Hawaii most recently, visiting my girlfriend's parents, I finally did the thing I've been wanting to do, which is go surfing. I did it in real life, and it was super fun, and I absolutely loved it. And every day, more than missing the ocean, I miss specifically being able to surf, which I now want to make my life's purpose. Because it is a better way to be alive than being a piece of shit landlubber or any of that stupid shit.
Yeah, man.
First of all, I'm curious, as a Floridian, do you spend much time in the ocean, around the ocean, on the beach? Or do you find yourself, mostly just doing land-type activities?
Well, I'm kind of biased because I live on an island.
You do?
Yes.
Oh shit, that's right. That's
but
right.
I'm 1 block away from the beach. Usually, when there's not a worldwide pandemic, I'm there like 4 times a week. And because I'm on the Gulf side, the surf, it only like happens. We only get like good surf waves like twice a month. So like I always am watching the beach cam, and if I see some good waves, I drop what I'm doing and I head out there like instantly.
Oh, that's the surfing lifestyle, man. It's a better lifestyle, one I want to be a part of. Unironically, I don't know. I talked about this like months ago when I did this, but I've been skateboarding for the last year or two or whatever, and those skills applied perfectly to surfing, basically same kind of shit, and it really just feels better than just not doing that to be doing it and like feel the momentum. I don't know. I feel like you're tapping into like a primal aspect of like a human psyche that just loves to move fast and do cool shit.
Yeah.
And
it's, I think a big part of it is that it's Mother Nature that's getting you to go this fast. It's a force that you cannot control. You can only go with it. It's
exactly true.
It's sort of like
the culture is so
feeling
cool
of sliding down a hill really fast on a toboggan or something. But
it is like that. True. And I only went the one time, but I did manage to catch some waves on my first outing surfing then, and it was awesome. And it actually reminded me of, as you said, like it's a natural force that's doing this shit. I felt like it reminded me of the time when in my last apartment here in Cincinnati, when the street was just flooding and I was completely powerless. If the rain just kept coming, it would have submerged my apartment, and the basement was already flooded, and there was a car down the street that was 100% immersed underwater, and that car is definitely in the trash right now. And in that case, I was terrified and felt helpless and like I was going to die. But when you're surfing, it's like you feel, I don't know, like you're using this force for good. It's like weaponizing the thickness of the wave for the forces of good, or something like that, right?
One might say.
And I don't know. The other thing is, I've never seen a surfer who isn't hot. So I think that's just another real benefit. You will be a hot person if you surf regularly. And also, I'm thinking of moving to Virginia pretty soon. And they got summers, they got waves. Virginia Beach is right on the ocean. So like I could potentially go surfing in the summer or whatever. But
you can't surf
that's
in the
one
Atlantic.
part of the year.
I don't know. You can't do it. It's impossible. There are no waves.
There is a surfing ability in Virginia Beach. I looked into it a little bit. But as you said, like Fit over here is talking about like once or twice a month the potential is there to go surfing. This is like there's a block of time during the year, like 1 month or 2 months out of the year, where potentially that might be the case, that there's like decent waves sometimes the month. But that is just a very limited time, and you can hardly define your life around that sort of shit or live the sexy surfing lifestyle of exactly as you said, dropping whatever you're doing and going to surf, which, in Hawaii is like massive culture out there. And I want to be a part of that. It seems like a good way to live. I want to do something that's more interesting than just going to the gym and lifting weights because that's on the schedule. I want to actually kind of be excited to go do so. Because Jesus Christ, the workout I got, I surfed for like 3 or 4 hours or something. And it was like probably the most intense workout I've gotten of like my upper body just paddling out and out and out. And killing, my arms hurt so fucking bad the next day. Point is, it's a great workout, great exercise, and you just are a cool person when you do it. So it's all benefit, and I want to do it more. That's the point of what I'm saying right now.
Good man. Yeah, it's good for the body. It's good for the soul.
Yep.
I've never done it.
I'll become a master, Ben,
hard.
and then you can double board with me. We'll go out there. T-Bap lives again.
Rides again.
Rides again on the waves.
Based.
Sounds fun.
Based.
All right. Well, that's all the shit I had to say. You guys got more you want to talk about, or we certainly can go to voicemails if you want to.
I'm ready for voicemails.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them, so we can spend our sweet time on that. All right, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wait. Ben, before I press play on any of that, I wanted to let you know that I did some Animal Crossing stuff, and I want to see what's going on with your life with Animal Crossing stuff. To that end, let me. Okay, Eleazar, literally cut this because I have to find this thing.
He said shit. Don't cut this, Eleazar.
No, cut it, please.
This is good. This is
cut
gold.
me.
Double it.
I like
Command,
it.
here we go.
Play it
Double
3
it.
times.
Just play this twice, please.
Put on the reverb. Quick, Nick.
All right,
hit
Ben,
the
tell us about the
soundboard.
Animal Crossing. But first, yeah.
Yeah. All right, now it's content.
All right, there you go. Take it away. This is the Ben Saint jingle. Talk about ACNH. Go.
Ben Saint breeds flowers.
Why? Making you look like... There it is. Yeah.
Take it away, Ben.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bruh. Well, I mean, I guess I should probably take a picture, but I have like so many black roses now. I have infinite of them. I gave I was playing with a Kazzy yesterday, and I put a bunch of pink and blacks on her island because she wanted them. I have them to spare now. I'm
Excellent.
I don't even want my pinks. I have them by accident. I have a bunch of purples, but it's not enough. It's not even close. Yeah. Oh man, I went to another island. I went to a separate island from one of Kazzy's friends, and I saw what a 5-star island looks like. And I realized,
what does it look like?
Amazing. Like imagine like everything, like the entire island, like cobblestoned with like little like parks and like pathways and little like gardens, like just immaculate.
I did hit 3 stars the other day, so I did unlock the thing. So I've been making paths and feel much better about my life. That really goes a long way. So that's an improvement. I gotta move some shit around.
I feel like I've been unambitious. Lots of flowers is fine, but like you gotta arrange them. You gotta put them in just the right place for them to really be worth anything.
It's Sunday morning, the day we record this. I was awake and I've totally forgot, but I happened to be wandering around doing my daily rounds. I found that little stock motherfucker, that little piggy wiggy, and I bought $200,000 worth of turnips they were 92 bells each.
That's pretty
which
good.
I feel will give a great return on investment.
I forgot
in
this week.
days.
Last week I bought $500K worth, and I had a spike. It wasn't as big as the last time I was on. Like the last time I sold it at like 400. It was amazing. This time I sold it at like 200 something. So it was still pretty good.
So what should I aim for? If I see like a 200 or a 300 one day,
I mean,
should I jump on that?
Well, yes, but there's okay. Should I just give like the full explanation of how it works right now?
Yes.
All right. Here's everything you need to know. Everything you need to know about turnips and the stock market. You will you buy them at whatever price. It's usually around 100, and then on any given week there will be one of 4 patterns that occurs. It will either be random, or it will be just a steady decline, or it will be a small spike or a large spike. And there's a website called Turnip Prophet, as in Prophet. You can type. If you're checking your numbers consistently, you can put in what are they throughout the week. You need to check twice a day, and if you do that, this algorithm will predict. It will read it and be like, okay, this is the pattern you're on, and it will predict what your turnip prices are likely to be. And if you're on a spike week, it will tell you, okay, it will peak here. Here's when it will peak. This is when you should sell, because the small spike is four rising prices that go up to somewhere around 200, and then they drop off. The large spike is 2 rising prices, and then the third one is a big spike, and then after that it goes down. So sometimes you might see a good price. If you're on a large spike, the price might go up, and it might be kind of good. But then if that third spike is about to happen, it will skyrocket. So it's more, if you want to really maximize it, it's not about just sell at this point. You gotta know what trajectory you're on, and know how. Just use Turnip Prophet. It'll pretty much predict it for you most of the time.
This is my first week doing it. I want that money back. I want a return on investment, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to track it dedicatedly.
Get on Turnip Prophet, commit to checking prices twice a day, put in the numbers. It will predict to you. You'll see it.
Wait, the first question it has here is this your first time buying? And the answer is yes. This is my first time buying.
I think
so
on the first time you buy, it's guaranteed to be a certain pattern. I don't know which one, but I think that's it. Because otherwise, there's a probability of which pattern it's going to be, and it's affected by what did you have last week? Because it's you're less likely to get the same pattern twice in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So that's my primer on that. The long story short, just use Turnip Prophet.
I definitely will for this time. See how it goes. All right. Well, good. That's settled. Hopefully, you will be a smart investor, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. But let's go on to the rest of our voicemails. SpeakPipe link down below. And let's see what the people have to say. We've got 10 or 11 or something today, but we'll just motor on through them as fast as we please.
God.
They were quality in general. Any of them for I can't speak for them. One was just saying yay, Fit is on, happy joy. Okay. And I was like, that's good, but I get the idea, and I don't need to play this whole thing. So the rest are all very critical of Fit. The rest are very negative.
Very nice.
They're like, no, I'm the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft. It's me, sir. You're stealing my crown. All right. Let's hear this first one. This is simply from Why
are the ads for mobile games so bad? It's clearly not even the game that they're advertising. I don't understand.
What the fuck was that?
Okay, I know what he's talking about. And all I can say, the Mafia City ads are fucking kino. Have you actually watched the montages? They're incredible, man.
What the fuck is Mafia
Dude, I'm all
City?
about that AFK Arena. No, that is good shit. Getting a lot of ads for AFK Arena. I mean, they are, because mobile games are bad across the board. None of them are good. We all know that when you say it's a good mobile game, you're talking about in the context of mobile games, which are all bad. Like when I did my ad for that game, whatever it was that I played the other day, for whatever Wiago episode that was.
Shadow Legends?
That game is fine. I can't even remember. It was fine. It was just a spin-off of Concole, or Kmart brand Concole. And it's fine. You can play it. There are cute anime girls in it. That cannot be denied.
Can you guys hear the
and
kids
it's fully
screaming
functional,
out my window?
But a little bit, yeah. I've been hearing that.
Very nice. Okay, good. Leave it in, Eleazar.
He's probably screaming because he just got sniped in Mafia City, and he's just having a real tough time with that.
Oh my god!
Playing his favorite mobile game.
I'm gonna post an image in general of my favorite fucking scene from Mafia City, and it's just
please.
It's unbelievable. I gotta see if I can find it real quick.
Okay, all right.
Is that the one where it's the level 0
1
something, and then the big
crime
level 100 boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good shit. But the AFK Arena has taken the level 1 brain Mafia City format and turned it to a level 10 anime version of that, which is obviously superior.
I've never seen an advertisement in my whole life.
I don't know why. Actually, I do have ad blocker on my desktop. It's on my phone. I always get ads for this shit because I cannot use ad blocker on my phone.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one, man.
A level 10 Hitman. You can.
My favorite part of this is the extremely low res
with a little
texture in the background.
Little tractor.
This is what a level 10 Hitman looks like in real life. This is his tools of the trade. Congrats. He earned that $25,000. All right. Go look at that, ladies and gents. All right. Next up,
Okay, good.
we have another voicemail. This one is called Radcon 5 Idea. Take it away. Go.
Relevant voicemail. Since you guys have a guest, hey Fit, I'm thinking guest lecture at next Radcon? Maybe? I mean, a 2B2T is like the perfect topic for a lecture, no? I think it's a really good idea.
True.
It could maybe get you guys a lot of views and
Oh my god. There's a lot of lol cows on 2B2T that might be worthy of a full-on lecture.
Really?
Sure, man.
Your
videos are very much in the same style.
I would watch a video about that.
I would sit in front of somebody doing a lecture about that.
Me too. Hey, possibilities there. Doors open.
Yeah.
Our people will call your people.
We had Zen. We had Zen visit.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
Stretch goals. Hey, possibly.
We kicked him out.
We get other people to come out.
We could, but he did manage to weasel his way in there briefly.
That's true. He was in the Tarantino cast and one or two other things, as I recall. Well, there you go. Agreed. Even if Fit didn't do it or anybody, the 2B2T lore stuff is exactly the kind of thing that I think makes for a great lecture. And his videos historically have been kind of about that exact shit. All right, next voicemail. We got Tectonic Improv. Go.
So you guys like Fooly Cooley, right? And Nate did that video on Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. I have a question. What in the hell is a biscuit hammer? The reason I bring up Fooly Cooley is because the Pillows obviously did the soundtrack to that, and they have a song called Biscuit Hammer. But it came out in like 2002 or something, and then Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer came out in 2005. So what's the connection here? Because I tried looking it up and I couldn't get anything. I only got like stuff on Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Is it like an actual hammer that you use to like make biscuits with or something? I have no fucking clue what this is. Can you guys help me?
This is, I hear people ask questions about this sometimes or be confused. Very simple answer. It's just that Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer it does what JoJo does. JoJo just names things after albums or songs or whatever. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer just named a bunch of stuff after Pillow's songs. That's it. That's the full extent.
Okay. Follow-up question is, why is there a Pillow's song called Biscuit Hammer?
I wish I knew the answer to that. Alas, I do not. I don't know.
Since it's an original song and songs mean, usually just don't mean anything. There's titles, that is.
Yeah.
It could just be like, hey, what if like there was a hammer specifically for smashing biscuits? That would be funny.
I'm going to Genius page on internet. It's all in Japanese, though. Somebody translated it. I'm sure there's some meaning. I'm sure some simple Googling would determine the origin of this. But I don't know.
How they translate
a lot of the time,
biscuit
Japanese people
will have a lot to do with it.
Maybe it means something else. I don't know.
Because biscuit means something in America and the UK.
That's true. That's
like what
true.
you call cookies,
maybe
what we
in
call
Japan,
biscuit. Maybe in Japan it's something else.
We know that there's two definitions of the word biscuit, at least between our two countries or whatever. Which one are these Japanese individuals using? I don't know. Is it a cookie or is it like a Kentucky Southern biscuit kind of thing?
Getting
with
hungry.
gravy and whatnot. I don't know. I would love that. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what I was gonna say? Fit. Having you around and your name being Fit always makes me self-conscious about if I'm being fit or not. And I am glad to say that I ate a delicious prepared meal by my loving significant other that was full of greens and grilled chicken and cauliflower and white rice. Could have been brown, but it was white. Hey, not the end of the world, you know. That's a 8 out of 10. Could do better next time.
That's really impressive, Nate.
I'm impressed.
That's pretty nice, man.
Well, what's
awesome.
impressive is that I have a fridge full of like 40 of these all stacked up.
I have a fridge full of 40s. I'm gonna drink them.
That's right. I wish. Now there's a healthy breakfast. Anyway, I ate a good breakfast. That's my story.
You are
Thank
a
you.
god,
dope, man.
Nate. You are a literal
I will
god.
accept your praise. I feel good about myself. There it is. All right.
Every day is a battle, man.
That's true. So true.
Love
right,
is a
on to my next
battlefield
thing.
as well.
Unfortunately.
Just in case you weren't aware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate that. All right, next we have a friend of the show, Suck My Underage Dick Nibbas is calling it.
Don't play this one.
Let's hear what he has to say. No. This is going to be good. All right, go.
Alright, bitches, I'm listening to one new album every day of quarantine, and I would like some recommendations, preferably some obscure shit, because I'm not very well versed in music, and I will not have heard of it. It can be literally any genre, because I do not care, and I'm trying to broaden my horizons. Thank you, and fuck you.
Hey. Short and sweet. I like it.
He wants albums.
The
Albums.
only good album that has ever been made is Aeroplane Over the Sea.
In the Airplane Over the Sea. Yeah, right. Of course.
Listen to We Like It Here by Snarky Puppy. Jazz fusion.
There you go.
Very good shit.
That's a good one. Okay, I haven't actually listened to it, but yeah, I mean, Gibbs says it's good. I believe him. I'll throw out things. Listen to anything in Joanna Newsom's discography. How about a short one, Divers? That's a good album. You could enjoy that potentially. Or East, also good. I don't know. Fucking Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. Everybody loves that album. Sergeant Pepper. There you go. Recommended.
Listen to Lemon Demon. Lemon Demon's pretty good.
Oh my god, I haven't heard Lemon Demon in ages, man.
He's got some good shit on his discography.
Captain Beefheart, be an intellectual titan.
People know him for his mashups more, but his originals are good as well.
Yeah. I've heard a few of those through his YouTube stuff.
I like the one where he's an arcade machine. That's the good one. Shit, I forget what it's called.
Anamanaguchi's Endless Fantasy. That's an album.
Love that album.
Love shit. Prom Night, baby. It's a classic.
I don't know
Microtonal Banana is pretty good. King Gizzard Lizard Wizard.
Oh, watch Interstellar 555 if you've never heard.
That
Daft Punk album. But if you're gonna listen to the album, just watch the movie.
Right, you might as well. Yeah. Fit, what were you saying?
I was going to say, so the founder of Vaporwave, Vecroid, under the label Macintosh Plus, or under the username, is coming out with a new album, Sick and Panic, and they just released the first track, and it's godly. I love it. Also, this is music related, I recently discovered middle-aged white woman YouTube, and there's a bunch of live streams with just relaxing music, to ocean waves and shit. I unironically have been enjoying it.
Word.
Wait, middle-aged white women YouTube. What does that mean?
So it's just music?
Yeah. So I'll post the link in chat real quick. But
do you mean YouTube for that demographic or YouTube by that demographic?
Both. Here, I'm gonna post the link right now. This kind of shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, don't
I like
it
the
until
occasional.
you've tried it.
I like the occasional rain sounds, like ASMR, stuff like that.
I've been putting on rain sounds every night to sleep. It's good. I have one particular. I'm very picky about my rain sounds because if it's too muddled, or if there's thunder, or if I have to be able to hear the individual drops. If the drops have to be heavy, or it's worthless. So I got mine. Here,
I'm very particular too.
You get a rain sound that it's like hitting a tarp and it's going.
This is it. This is the one. This is the one. This is the sound of my life. Except no substitutes.
Okay, cool. I'll listen to it.
I know that feel.
Although the sound of rain on a tarp does take me back to my Boy Scout days when I heard a lot of that, and it was a very relaxing time. I think I would enjoy rain on a tarp sounds if they aren't too
there you go.
Splashy. Oh wait, this isn't a tent. Oh, okay.
Dude,
okay,
it's got to
cool.
be on a tent.
I will listen to it.
Like if it's not raining on a tent, what are you even fucking doing? What's even the point of rain that's not on a tent?
Sure.
Minecraft
sure.
rain
I
is
do
actually
enjoy
pretty good.
Yeah.
Like unironically.
Yeah.
Is there a video that's just like 10 hours Minecraft rain?
That probably.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
Gotta be.
I'm here.
Yeah, Fit's next video.
Rain and thunderstorm.
10 hours of
Rain and
Minecraft.
thunderstorm at night. 10 hours Minecraft ASMR.
There you go.
Oh god.
There you go.
You know, I miss the days of 2016 YouTube where videos trended based on how long they were watched for.
Right.
And like those
right.
types of videos were like insane for growth, but yeah, it's not the same anymore.
Our lectures would have done even better in those days, but they still do very good.
Oh man.
5 hours.
Imagine uploading
now?
like a 10 hour like rain video. You put ad breaks every like 15 minutes. It gets millions of views.
Yeah.
Generates hundreds of dollars in revenue every single day.
That's the good shit.
People wouldn't stand for ad breaks. Maybe like text ads.
Oh, they'll stand for it. Oh, they'll watch what I tell them to watch.
They might. It depends
the
how
algorithm
often you put
will
them,
force it in front of them.
The whole point of an ASMR like thing that happened, like interrupt, like, "Hey, you buy a product, okay?" Back to the thing.
That's what I want. Listen, they'll do
what
it
about
because
advertisement
they'll appreciate...
ASMR? Just like constant advertisements, like layered on top of each other, reverbed.
Not a bad idea.
They appreciate my content. They will watch the ads to support me, the creator.
One person comes to mind. I think her name's GB ASMR. She's very well known, one of the famous people who does it. And I think she does a thing called Sponsored Saturday, which basically just means it's a whatever normal ASMR video, but at the beginning she does an ad, but she just does it talking softly about whatever she has to say for the ad, and it doesn't break the, it works just fine for listening to person talk. I've been thinking recently, the thing that annoys me the most about ASMR is, I don't know, because I mostly listen to people talking specifically. I prefer the male voice. I find it relaxing, and it's they really are just filling time, man. They will just find words to say, and they will just say those words, and it is annoying. I wish that there was a little more substance to what people are saying. Oh, the amount of like filler content that is stuffed in there just to justify the runtime. It's the game they're playing, so I get it. But when someone has said in 10 different ways, like how... God, I can't even think of anything specific. You are like a beautiful, majestic creature, and like everything is good and nothing is bad, and they just go on loops.
Well, if it makes you feel better, in like 20 years,
shit.
they're going to have like AI generated ASMR, and all the problems are going to go away, Nate. It's going to be fantastic.
As will we, as we're phased out as a species. And I look forward to it.
I can't wait for the AI-generated YouTubers who have AI-generated drama with other AI-generated YouTubers.
That's exciting stuff. All right, let's go on to our next voicemail. But by the way, 2 other albums that are great. Go listen to, these are also famous Mewcore. Loveless by My Bloody Valentine, the essential shoegaze album. Give it a listen. You probably love it. And also, Prince's Gold Experience. Yes, it is Le JoJo reference. You're welcome. Cool. Great album.
More voicemails.
All right, yeah. All right, here we go. This one is simply titled, Escape the Voice Jail. All right, go.
It's been 1 week since I've been imprisoned in the voice jail for crimes against Diebuster. Or not, if I got this recording in too late. It's been rough. Every time it's Warden Nate Best Man shift, he calls me dumb and gay, which is really messed up because I'm not even gay. It's okay, though. I find solace in the dramatic irony of Nate saying, "We'll never hear from Fuck Diebuster again," and then immediately playing my next voicemail. It gets me through the day. That and Warden Hypocrite, the only member clever enough to see through my disguise of not altering my monotone at all. He gives me crayons and we doodle together. Chill dude. Can't say the same for the rest of the wardens, though. Ben Saint has been trying to convert me to communism, and Digibro keeps placing me on various charts about autism. Going insane in here. Need to break out.
Nate, I can't believe you would give him
There
the
it is.
succor
Yeah.
of playing the satisfaction of playing his male. Nate, it's supposed to be
that's
torture,
true.
and that he's solitary
That's
confinement.
true. That's true. But
You've
I
given
find
him
this
something
to be
live for.
See, what's the point of imprisoning someone in the voice jail if not to have his story be available to others as a cautionary tale? So his suffering is being
Nate.
put on
Too
display so that
soft
others
on
can
him.
learn. You think so?
Remember what he said about Die Buster? He said he
said
didn't
some-
like
he bet
it,
some
Nate.
bad things.
He
I
said
don't like that.
themes were bad. No
That is
mercy.
a criminal offense. You're absolutely right about that.
Okay.
I will live and learn. Forgive me.
Yes.
We'll try.
Just some helpful notes. More cruelty, less mercy.
Less forgiveness. Right. Okay. Relevant mail here. I think I like ASMR now. No.
What?
That's the voicemail.
Oh,
That's the name of the voicemail.
okay.
Let's hear what he has to say.
So I never understood Nate's love for ASMR. I always thought it was weird and creepy, and
Yeah.
his love for it was probably sexual in nature.
Yeah.
But I recently fell down a YouTube rabbit hole of this channel called Cracking the Cryptic, in which a very nice and calm British man solves really hard Sudoku puzzles, and all you hear is his nice calming voice and the quiet clicking of his mouse as he gets more and more excited about finishing a Sudoku puzzle over the course of 30 minutes or so. And it's awesome. So shout out to Cracking the Cryptic. And also, I guess I'm a freak who likes ASMR now.
That's fucked up, dude.
That's not ASMR. That's just a quiet man. That's just
Is Bob Ross ASMR?
Yeah, would you classify Bob Ross? People say that all the time. Like a person who is not shouting constantly, i.e. someone who is not usually a YouTuber on YouTube, must be the Bob Ross of whatever they're doing.
Look, ASMR is different, but a little bit like sexuality, in that you can be doing nothing or just standing there, and someone can just find that attractive or arousing or whatever. Like, it could just be like your voice or something about you, or it doesn't have to be a person. It could be anything. Some drawing or art or whatever that you didn't intend to be that way, but people just interpret it that way. So, like, what is Bob Ross ASMR? Most people believe that he is, but like that wasn't the point.
What? That has to be a fringe opinion.
Yeah.
Bob Ross.
I mean, I'm not saying
is a paint
he intended.
He is a paint man, Nate.
I would never say that, like, he was an intentional ASMR guy, but I just think that, like,
nobody,
if
you don't get the head
think
tingles
about
from Bob Ross. Nobody does. It's impossible.
I mean, I never have either, but still, I find it relaxing to listen to. It seems like it
I don't know.
overlaps.
I don't
with
think
my-
that being
I feel
relaxing to listen to makes it ASMR.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It
that's
just,
sort
to
of
me,
a-
It's just definitional.
it just sounds like this guy's trying to commit honorable Sudoku, and that's what his channel's about.
Agreed. Oh wait,
I
it didn't
really,
go through.
I really like Sudoku.
Fair.
I'm really into Sudoku. There's a video that guy made where it's like a Sudoku with only 4 numbers, huh?
What?
And there was some stipulations, like the knight's move, like a number could not be in an L shape to the same number, and the center square had to be a magic square where each row had to add up to the same number and diagonal and stuff. It was like, using those stipulations, it was actually possible, and I paused the video at the beginning, and I figured out quite a lot of it. I ended up failing because I missed something halfway, and I couldn't remember where. But it was so fun.
Sure.
Like, I would get stuck and be like, oh, dang it. I click back on the guy, and he's like, well, because this and this and this, therefore this and that. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
he's so smart. Now I'm smart because I learned from him.
Oh my god.
You know,
I see. There's a
Yeah,
comment
go on.
that rain video. This guy says, I like this one because I can clearly hear the raindrops. It's not blurred into white noise.
There you
yes,
go.
CJ Wonderstruck 25 gets me. I'm not the only one.
You know, this just reminds me that the other day in my Nuzlocke, I was playing I keep thinking Pokeball Flip, but it's Voltorb Flip, the whatever the fuck it is. Oh shit, I've got a video playing. Stop. Anyway, Voltorb Flip is the most brain-breaking, ahego-inducing, dojin, mind break experience in any Pokemon game. And I'm way too stupid to do it reliably. And eventually I got better, but it was kind of a nightmare, and that game is bad. And basically what I'm saying is I don't enjoy logic puzzles because they're too hard and I'm stupid. And that's just the fact, Jack.
Damn.
There you go.
Love logic. Yeah. I'm so fucking smart. I put a number
you
in the right
square. You have to keep so many
square.
things in your head. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You have to know, like, oh, because this probability exists here, there's like a probability cloud that it now exists, and there's like a totally separate probability cloud, and you have to recognize where those things intersect in logic brain functions, and it's too hard. I can't do it.
Nah,
I don't think my brain works very well.
I mean, in Sudoku at least.
Period. End of sentence.
There's a few things where it's like, sometimes I'm like, I've got a lot of like things filled in, but there's like one number I need this number to figure out everything else. And so I try so hard to find this number. And in order to do it, I need to like say, okay, so I do like a hypothetical situation. If the 7 is here, that means the 7 can't be here, which means the 7 can't be there, which means the 7 can't be there, which means that needs to be a 6, this needs to be a 5. And that doesn't work. So I have to go all the way back and put the 7 in the other spot. And then it works. And it's fun. It's really fun.
I get so scared, physically terrified of all the like maybes, and I can't keep track of all the things that are definite versus like probable versus we don't know. Oh god,
that's what the little notes
collapsing.
are in Sudoku, where you put the little number.
Yeah, you're right. You're
all
right.
the possibles.
It's too scary. I'm already scared just thinking about it. All right, well, if you like it, go check out Craft in the Cryptic, everybody. All right, next voicemail is called Eleazar Fix It. Take it away.
I don't know if the last voicemail sent about this topic went through because the uploading was kind of weird, but anyways, I'm just going to speak fast to make for it. So Eleazar, the editor of the PCP, fucked up in last week's episode because he has a timestamp of this in the description. There's a part talking about the Final Fantasy VII spells. That was a voicemail that I sent. And then right after, Nate talks about his fucking Pokemon streams because there's another voicemail talking about Nate's Pokemon streams, and he fucking flipped the goddamn voicemail audio. So it's like wrong. They have the wrong reaction to each of those two voicemails. Eleazar, you cuck idiot, fix this.
Oh man.
Rest in peace, Eleazar.
Shots fired.
Oh god, we're in the chat. Eleazar is typing right now. Oh no. He just says fuck that guy is what he says in the chat. I'm just gonna ask him, is this accurate? Either way, don't care. Pussy bitch.
I think
even if this guy is accurate, I think
it
it's
was
okay.
it was true, and Eleazar noticed it in the comments of the video, and somebody said it, and he replied like that was just the order that they came in, which says to me that he didn't listen to it, so it's still a bad. It
does. That's no excuse. That's no excuse. And
I think we're gonna have to lash.
We're
gonna have to bring out the whip this time.
Oh my god, fucking Eleazar! He is saying it's true, but I put them in the order that you sent me. Do your job, Eleazar. Listen to the episode, bro. Okay, but this is one minor flaw in a stellar history of Eleazar editing work. So who could be too mad? But hopefully he knows. It could be they could be out of order on occasion. All right, next one. We got, oh yes, excellent. We've got, I'll die, groveling, begs and pleads for mercy. That is the full title. Okay, let's hear what he has to say. Go.
Me, a little less than a year ago. I'm working the hustle, making an AMV. I think, hey, I could advertise it in a voicemail. Why not? Oh, overstepped my bounds. Got sent straight to voice jail. That's okay. Yep. I can respect that. It's reasonable. But what's not reasonable is that like 2 weeks ago, you sent someone who thinks that Die Buster is shit in there. Ooh. And listen, I love Die Buster. That's the problem. I can't stand it in here anymore. I've done my time. Now the punishment far outweighs the crime at this point. She's my favorite fucking director. I can't be seen in the same list of names as this creature. I gotta get out of here. Please, please.
First of all, his name is Tsurumaki, who directed Fooly Cooly and fucking Die Buster. So, embarrassing moment right there. Truly a bra moment. Imaishi maybe he was involved, maybe he was like producer or something. I don't fucking know. Okay, but Ben, what do you think? Do we have any policy for forgiveness or allowing people to come back into polite society after they've been so excoriated for such a long time? I think Ben's muted, so he might not answer this. So Gib, any feelings about should we forgive those who are repentant after some period of time?
Nah,
What's our
you don't
redemption
get out
policy?
of jail by just saying, please let me out, please. That's not how it works.
Okay, but normally with jail, there is like a time. You go in for a certain number of years.
Not this
but
jail.
We have not done
this
so.
this is the worst jail of all. It's a meritocracy. You have to be cool enough to get out.
That's, I suppose, yeah. You have to not just say, I'm sad that I'm here with fuck Diebuster, even though I fuck up the director. Truly embarrassing. You have to, in fact, just give us something cool, and then perhaps you could be saved. Like your old I'll Die Corporation stuff that we all enjoyed. But then, that's funny, he made a bunch of great voicemails, made one minor infraction after contributing to the show, and forever is in jail, and there's no hope of redemption. Unless, who knows? Maybe one day. All right, anyway, let's just move on to our next one. We have the notorious FAG calling with a voicemail. Let's hear.
Hey, wait, I'm back. What did I miss? Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ben, you can weigh in quickly.
Let him.
Did you hear the voicemail? Did you hear that?
No mercy. No, yeah, I did hear
No
the
mercy.
voicemail. No,
Okay.
no mercy.
But do you have any thoughts on an eventual potential redemption plan for anyone in voice jail?
No.
No.
Never.
Okay.
No,
all right.
no one.
Well, at least
can
we're all
be
clear.
saved.
Understood. Has there ever been anyone who has left voice
The only
jail?
way to get yeah, I think someone went from voice
I think
jail
someone did.
to voice grail, or maybe the other way around. But like, didn't we say
I know the other
if
way
you are in, you can sacrifice your voice grail status to rescue someone from voice jail?
Right. Oh, so you know what
But
you
who
could
would
do
ever do
for
such a
elite
thing?
strats? You know what? If tactically I'll die, you could have someone else like call in, work with them on a production to make it good so that they get into voice grail, and then they could use their status now as part of the voice grail to free you. Or you could just use them as a patsy, to get the name on the board, and they could use that. There's one plan. Do with it what you will. All right, anyway, let's listen to the notorious FAG, who I've been dying to hear from. All right, go.
Hey PCP, the notorious FAG here. So, how do you guys feel about the fact that My Little Pony is on the official Evo lineup? Also, what are your thoughts in general about them fighting herbs? If you haven't seen it, it's a pretty cool fighting game. I recommend it a lot.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I know about them fighting.
Anyway,
I have no opinion.
This is
about
the
it.
end. I don't know how to end this.
Shut up.
Stop
Get
that.
the hell out of here.
Doesn't know.
Wait.
So,
okay, yeah, go on.
So
go
what
on.
was that about? Like, My Little Pony is the official evil list?
Lineup
Okay,
of Evo?
first of all, if you don't know what Evo is,
Oh,
it's
Evo.
like the biggest fighting game event
Oh, so
in the
he's
world.
Evo. So he's saying that them's fighting herds is an Evo.
Okay, but hang on. Like I played this because there was an interesting thing. I went to the Evo website and looked at the games. First of all, it's not among the games being played at Evo, so I don't know what that's about. And second of all, at the top of the thing it says Evo 2020 has been canceled. So double not happening.
Wait,
as far
hold
as
on.
can
I
tell.
just found something posted 3 days ago that says Evo 2020 will be all online, features 4 new games, and this says one of them is them's fighting nerds.
Well, shit. I guess their just main website hasn't been updated, which is their fault, not mine. But okay, cool.
How long ago did they say it's canceled?
This update, it doesn't say exactly when this was posted. Probably in the last, month or two. I don't know. Maybe this happened like yesterday or something. I don't know.
Do they
And
have
they
an
just haven't
Well,
changed.
I mean, there's not much to think about it. Them's Fighting Herds was like, it used to be a My Little Pony fan game, and then Hasbro said, no, you can't do that. And so it became an independent project, and now it's just about animals beating the shit out of each other.
Designed by Lauren Faust, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like, it's a cute little game, and I don't know, it looks alright.
I like it.
Being
I
in
encourage
Evo
it.
means
Looks cool.
very little.
I
to
agree.
me.
I mean, I guess it means it's got a community around it, and it's considered to be balanced enough that it's a worthwhile game to compete at. So good for it.
them.
I guess I think it's cool.
Smash Bros. Melee Is it in that list of added games? Because I'm still pissed that Melee's been removed from EVO, which is by far the game I'm most interested in. Fuck Modern Smash, don't care. Melee is way more interesting to me.
I mean, I don't follow any esports at all, but that seems strange because it's so big, isn't it? Melee still?
Yeah, at least maybe I'm like not in the scene and it actually is just like a vocal minority group or something. But to me, it seemed like the most popular fighting game, like period, except maybe for like Street Fighter or something.
I think
maybe modern.
I think
modern
maybe
Smash.
I'm incorrect on this. Didn't they get like pressure from Nintendo to drop Melee at EVO?
I think there was something like that going on.
Oh yeah, because they can't keep selling that game.
And I think it was a big issue for the EVO staff because you needed like the CRT televisions or whatever, and they were fucking heavy to like take in and out of the
maybe
venue.
if they hit the gym instead of their pillow with Virgin Rage every night, then they could lift those CRT TVs and it wouldn't be an issue.
Plus, if it got added, I'm curious how they'll do it because there's no net play on the GameCube, so they'd have to use an emulator, right?
That is true, which could introduce concerns and issues, and okay, but they only did the online thing recently. They canceled it, I think, like last year is when they announced it, before we knew any of this online stuff. You know, those concerns are reasonable.
Wait, they canceled
having
it
used special
before
technical
COVID?
stuff. Yeah, it was like months and months ago.
Wait, why was it canceled?
I think some other.
I mean, maybe because of Fit's reason. A lot of people were wondering that. Yeah.
I think I saw a video talking about it. I can't remember exactly, but it was just sort of like management is bad, Evo bad.
There are reasonable concerns, like technical, like he was saying, and if Nintendo is like breathing down your neck about it, I mean, they should have no right whatsoever. But
excuse me, that was E3, I think. So it was some big gaming thing that nobody cares about anymore.
That sounds like E3, definitely. All right, we've got one last voicemail we might as well get to, and this is Riddle My Ass Batman IRL. Okay, take it away. Okay. My hero, my favorite, he's back, baby.
Okay.
So I'm taking a shit, real man shit. The kind of shit that makes you sound like did you? I enjoy reading on the shit. 20 minutes passes. I've read The Killing Joke for the 1000th time. I'm done with my business. Reach over to clean up, and I realize I'm completely out of TP. I'm like, damn you, coronavirus. I got a couple options here. Take a shower. I've already taken a shower today, so my skin will feel dry. I could use my socks. My feet would get cold. Scoop and drop method, maybe. Then wash my hands like a doctor about to perform surgery. Eating burritos tonight. Have to touch my hand with my food. No go. Then I look at my comic. Okay. I've already read it. I've owned 2 signed copies, a special edition, a black and white edition. Eventually, I decided these hard times, sacrifices must be made. First, I just ripped one page. Then I soon realized combo paper is thin and scratchy. Not absorbent at all either. Really just smeared it all around my butthole. Pointy too. I'm bleeding out my ass. Stop. Long story short, I used the entire comic for my business. And it's like I had to go to the store shortly after and buy 2 things. TP and a frame for my new most prized possession. Now the Joker really has a shit-eating grin.
God damn it.
Absolutely astounding.
Absolutely epic.
They said he was a one-trick pony. They said he was all washed up. They said he had nothing left in the tank, but then he hits us
the worst
with
story.
one of these ones.
The worst story I've ever heard.
Easy money!
Incredible.
Thank you.
What I hate most about the story is how relatable it is.
What I hate about it is how much it reminds me of my daily actions.
It's just too damn good is all. Was what I hate about it.
It's a comeback time, baby. Riddle my ass, Batman.
Sad.
I'm ready.
Terrible.
I'm ready for the revolution.
Terrible shit.
All right. That's it. That's the end of our voicemails.
Hey, do you think
we're gonna
get like a big? Do you think we're gonna get 1 million, all of Fit's 100 or 1 million subscribers watching this episode?
I think we're gonna get 100% conversion.
I think
from him to us.
Let me tell. All you fit heads out there. All you 2B2T.
We're like shitheads. Yeah.
Slaves. You better watch the PCP.
Now they gotta subscribe.
Watch the PCP. Watch the lecture playlist. Check out the lectures.
Yeah, the lectures are great.
Watch the
Primo
Endless War
shit.
lecture. Get understand. You think you know Anarchy? You have
no
yet
idea.
to visit New Los Angeles City, aka Neo Milwaukee. Educate yourself.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, and
not only that, I hope to convert you from Fit to us, but then also have you unsub from Fit to have the full transplant experience. That would be the ideal situation for me. I just want to watch his subscribers
The
burn.
Pro Crastinators podcast, the official home of FitMC. Don't worry about that other channel anymore. It doesn't exist. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I would also like everybody listening to go to giveandtake.site and read The Lord of Ghosts. As I said at the beginning, Chapter 6 is out. There's like I don't know, like
It's my
80
favorite.
pages.
It's
of
the
a whole
only thing I
real
like
comic.
on Twitter.
It's a manga.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
draw
It's
it.
great.
It's really good. I'm really good at it.
It is legitimately great.
It's true.
You should all read
It's
it.
fun.
You
It's
all
good
are like,
time.
where's the good
Where's
content?
content?
Wah, everything sucks. There it is. That's it. Go read it.
Yeah, that's all. What were you expecting?
Let me see. What else do I got to plug? I don't know. Just go watch the fucking lectures and
Watch
stuff.
the fucking
YouTube
lectures.
videos. One of these days, you'll see them sometime.
Learn something. For once.
That's it. Need more SpeakPipe stuff. Link down below. Need more voicemails and whatnot. What else is going on?
the
Hey, new
fucking-
bonus episode.
Join the
already
freaking
recorded.
Minecraft server.
Join the Minecraft server. That's right. You'll
Battle
be
your way
a
through
little
the
bit
grand
late.
line, I guess. Is that
One of these days,
can't
we're
be
working on
real.
it.
It's impossible.
But you will have already heard. You will have already been able to join for free the PCB Minecraft
You
server
have already
for
missed
the
your
stream.
opportunity to join for free.
But there is future opportunities on the horizon. If you're skeptical of if you want to spend $5 for a month or whatever, that's okay. There's going to be more events, probably like monthly or something, where you open it up for a day or two and let people filter in. Because on the one hand, we want to tease people, get them invested in the server and all the fun stuff we're doing. And on the other
wanna edge
hand,
'em.
it's just more fun for people to have more people on the server to play with. So it's all good stuff.
Based.
And yeah. So come play with us. Gonna do that big old
Play with us.
Well, you have already
Ooh.
missed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying something? Am I talking
good.
over you? Okay, right. They understand le point. Go play Minecraft.
Just
It's
go
it's
play
pretty good
Minecraft.
game.
That's all we're saying. Just go play Minecraft.
Indeed,
The details
indeed.
don't matter.
What else? Okay, patreon.com/PCP. No, it's patreon.com/the Pro Crastinators. That's right. It's
say it
PCP
every
Minecraft
week.
is the other one.
You
I
can't
do,
do
and
it.
sometimes I fuck it up.
I just can't type the password into the frickin' password. I can't type my name and my email address.
Go sort that shit out, Ben, so that you can be there for the tournament, which is in our future, but in their past.
Maybe-
Actually, wait a minute.
Maybe now that I'm sober, I can figure out how to update Minecraft.
Indeed. And how to open PDF
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Which would be essential. Let me see. Right. So bonus episodes, patreon.com/the Procrastinators. 38 bonus episodes are recorded, but the new one will be out in like 2 weeks or whatever after you hear this. We were ahead of the game this time, and it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. You'll like it. And what else is going on? That's it. Pledge us more money on the Patreon. That's all good stuff.
And of course,
Gabe, you saying something?
FitMC, our guest, is a YouTuber. If you didn't know,
Of course.
we should
He loves-
introduce our epic subscribers to Fit as a gesture of good faith.
We forgot.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, well,
So
thank
it's
you.
Who our guest
good
is.
stuff. Man, if you thought
Plus
that the
one,
stuff we
so.
produce on this channel is videos, you ain't seen nothing yet. Now those are videos for everyone's enjoyment.
Audio visual entertainment on YouTube.
That's right. Imagine it. It's legitimately great shit, obviously. So yeah,
Imagine
go
a
look, go
platform
watch.
where anyone can upload video to be viewed by
What is
others.
this, the Twilight Zone? Imagine, if you will, a platform, content made of visual and audio inputs.
Data, ones and zeros.
In a line, working
a
together
line,
to make
arranged.
you entertained.
Incredible. I love when that happens. It is very exciting. And also, hey, updates on the Twitter, at TP Crastinators. More RadCon stuff is coming. We're working on it fast as we can. Good stuff coming. Ben is currently holding us up on some things.
Oh, God,
so Ben, finish
no.
those things.
Fucking
You know what I'm
Christ.
talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Good. Shame him.
I'll
Shame him,
do
people.
it, I guess.
Good.
I guess
please.
I'll do it.
We're also waiting on Munchie, but he said he'd do it.
Hate
I
that
think
guy.
tomorrow or the day after, something. So there you go. And that's it. We'll be back soon.
I feel like this
Fit
outro has
again?
lasted like longer than the podcast.
I don't know why, but I agree. It's been far too long. But for real, Fit, it's been great to talk to you.
Subscribe
Great
to the
hang out.
Patreon. But hey, did you know if you join the Minecraft server,
No.
there's Pokemon in there?
Well, what? The Pokemon?
Yeah, okay, it's this
What?
video game, right? Imagine,
I
if
don't
you
like
will,
that.
a program that displays visual data and auditory data that you can control with inputs through your keyboard.
Wow. Okay, last actual point about that is that Marin Pan did actually make a really cool video that just teaches you how to play and what you need to do to sign up for the PCB Minecraft server.
That's cool.
There will be a link to that. So it's not open for free right now, but soon it will be. So, okay, there you go. Go watch that so you can join us next time. I'm sure for people who are cool, that will be interesting. Okay, there you go. Fit. Great seeing you, dog. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks
a
for
pleasure
having me,
as
guys.
always.
It's always a great time on the Pro Crastinators podcast.
Yes.
Hard agree.
Thank
Hard
you.
agree.
Thanks for being on our show, on our program, on our podcast.
It truly was.
Easy money!
Thank you, Bizarro Flame, for that sterling endorsement. The greatest Ganondorf player who there ever was or ever shall be. All right, we'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.
Oy vey.
Bye-bye. See you then.
Yeah.
I will eat your ass!
All right, done.